The bedrock of the Civics Initiative so far has been this class that we have housed in our liberal studies program. And it's called Live Civics, the Social Contract and Public Life. We created this course with some guardrails, and that every version of the course would begin with teaching students about the social contract. And every one would also have students grapple with some of the ways in which the social contract has been implemented in this country, the ways in which it plays out, but then every faculty member puts their own disciplinary spin on it.
I think that lived civics it's more of an approach, a pedagogical approach, and a way of emphasizing the people in that space, and the students in particular, and issues of race and of gender and of class in a way that's more prominent when we're talking about the people that make up this community and then this community as a whole. We want to provide, and we offer a lot of resources about how to do that. We teach about lived civics as a concept, but it's much more about the approach that they take.
When we say we're meeting students where they are, part of that is lived civics, right? Understanding where they're coming from. So in some ways, we were giving the framework and the vocabulary to faculty first and inviting them to understand what they're already doing that's lived civics, and also to help them see how important it is for students to have that experience of being seen, of being recognized, and helping them name it for their students.
Lived civics is empowering because it gives people, hopefully gives all of the students a greater sense of their experiences being valid and being really important in an intellectual setting, but also it helps to create greater equity in terms of those experiences, because traditional civic education primarily focuses on the classics and Eurocentric education as it's been built up, and ways of approaching what is civics and what isn't in a very clear-cut way that often is drier and more about how government works. And the function of government is absolutely a part of civics, but it's also about the people that live there, and lived civics centers that. It also centers the role of race and ethnicity and gender and identity and lived experiences.
Everybody who comes to a classroom has civic experiences, and they just don't label it that way. They don't think of it that way.